Hey guys, chapter 49, Head Road. That summer is one of the hottest anyone can remember. Uncle Weldon buys a big wooden swing that we paint green. Yay for green, hello. Before hanging it on the front porch. We sit on it every evening while we wait for the air to cool. Uncle Weldon rocking us lazily back and forth, his foot pushing off from the geranium pot. We sit on the swing most mornings too, even weekday mornings before we leave for Uncle Weldon's day at work and my day at a program called Summertime Academy, where I meet other kids with the official diagnosis of high-functioning autism. One Sunday morning, we're on the swing, and I'm looking across a dusty golden field and through some trees to a road that, if you followed it for 2.3 miles, would lead to Head Road. Uncle Weldon and I visited my house several days ago. We looked through the windows at the empty rooms. Uncle Weldon ran his hand thoughtfully over the foreclosure notice attached to the front door. We haven't heard from my father since the night he left me with Uncle Weldon, so we were the ones who cleared out the house last month. I didn't want to keep anything except Rain's belongings, her leash and bowl and toys. I put them in a bag under my bed. We are just singing quietly on this Sunday when Uncle Weldon says to me, "When should we visit Happy Tales again?" I glance at him. "Well, don't you think it's time for another visit? There are probably some new dogs up for adoption." "I don't know." "Come on." Uncle Weldon smiles at me. "Just another look, a little peek. Wouldn't it be nice to sit out here with a dog between us?" "A dog? On a swing?" Now I smile. "Maybe we could go next weekend." Uncle Weldon holds out his hand and I shake it. We have made a deal. "I thought of a new homonym last night," I say. "It's a good one. Wade and Wade." "That is a good one," my uncle agrees. "Was there room on your list?" "Yes." "You know who else has a homonym list now?" "No." "Who?" "Parvani. I'm going to call her and tell her about Wade and Wade." Uncle Weldon brings the swing to a stop and we cross our fingers and touch our hearts. I look across the field again and then up to the sky, which is a vast pale blue. I remember the music festival and the notes that soared above our head. I think about the homonyms, sword and sword. They're an interesting pair because sword is a very nice word, especially when you imagine musical notes swishing over your head. But sword indicates weaponry, so that isn't a nice word at all. That's one of the many things I like about homonyms. Most of them seem unrelated. Some seem to be opposites, like sword and sword. But a few make lovely connections if you're open to changing your perspective when you think about them. I stand up and then squint my eyes for a moment, remembering the night with Uncle Weldon when the music soared through the air and the notes and the sky and our hearts were one. The end. I hope you enjoyed Rain, Rain. It is one of my very favorite books, and I have been reading it to my classes now for, I think, the past 4 years. I was just looking at the copyright real quick, and it is a copyright of 2014, so 4 years, I believe, is correct. But I read it every year because, as we know from our story, Rose is different, and it's not a bad different, it's a good different. We're all different. Imagine how boring this world would be if we were all the same. So it's okay if someone learns different from you, talks different from you, looks different from you, dresses different from you. It's okay. It's the way God created us, different, and that's a good thing. I hope you've enjoyed this book. Keep coming back to my website. I'm going to start a new novel, and as I've done with this one, I'll read it a chapter at a time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.